Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Olivia Cruiser.
And I'm Joey Lupo. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is Monday, November 14th, 2016.
Today we're going to paint the town scarlet with CC Crane at the Asian American Cultural Center Open House.
Olivia and I will give you the regional and big picture forecast for this week.
We're going to check out the Mingus Band with Jen Elizondo. Looks jazzy.
And Chloe Cooper is here to tell us all about the movie The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what that's about. Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on our UTV. Hello, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this chilly Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning with all of the latest and greatest news, events, and weather.
So, Joey, it's that time of year again. It's allergy and flu season.
Well, I personally have been consistently sick with something different since September 24th.
Oh, wow.
Once I get over something, something else hits.
Oh, man.
So I haven't gotten my flu shot yet. So I know once I'm well enough to get a flu shot, I'm already going to have the flu.
Right. Well, so yeah, you've had pretty bad luck. Well, hopefully it gets better. Yeah, I just recently got sick. I thought I had a sinus infection, but it appears I went to my doctor. I just have allergies, and I've never had allergies before.
I mean, that's good, though. It means
yeah,
you're
it's
growing
good.
up, you know?
Yeah, it means I'm growing up,
You're just going to keep getting physical problems, too.
Yeah,
so
getting older, they say.
Congrats on
sucks.
becoming an adult.
Thank you. But yeah, so Thanksgiving is just around the corner. It's actually, I think, 10 days from now.
That is, wow.
It
It always feels like it's the beginning of the semester, and then you blink, and
yeah,
it's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving. I cannot believe it, because it feels like Halloween just happened, even though that was more than, it was about
2 weeks ago.
about 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
yeah. And so what's your favorite part about Thanksgiving?
Black Friday.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I like Thanksgiving, but I don't have a huge family, so it's just like, it's a nice meal, but it's not like going to see Aunt Sue and my cousin Mark, you know, because
Yeah.
I have like a cousin in Florida
Right.
that we seldom see anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like it. I like being with my family, but, you know, I have a small family.
Yeah, I
But-
have a pretty decent sized family, and I like going to, because I go to our cousins up in Freehold, and we have a great Thanksgiving meal. I love turkey,
Yeah.
stuffing. Gonna be cliche about that, yeah.
I do like Black Friday, though, because my friends and I always stay out till like 9 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
It's I guess that's kind of American culture.
Right, it is an American culture. And speaking of which, let's check out this PTS for today.
Hello Rutgers, my name is CC Crane, and today I am here at the Asian American Cultural Center for their annual open house. Let's go check it out and have some fun.
Today it's just an open house for people on campus. It's like a more formal way of opening up the center to the students here for this semester, and it's just a way to tell them about what we do as a center. Like, we try to promote Asian American students awareness, APIA community, so that they know more about what we're about, what we can do for them. The theme of the whole event today is called Redefining Asian, redefining like all the stereotypes, debunking the myths of what comes with being Asian American and the stigmas. So I made my exhibit about the I Am piece. It's like a collage mural of all varying like Asian American students that I could ask who were willing to comply with my requests, and the other piece is a video.
When we look at like the Asian American community, there's a lot of stereotypes and stigmas, and when we reinforce these in like language and in dialogue and things like that, a lot of the time what happens is a lot of identities get erased, like, you know, the queer community within the APIA community, or, you know, people with mental disabilities, things like that. So I wanted to provide something to show people that, you know, even if it seems like you might be alone, there are a lot of organizations out there that are already established that you can look into that can help.
You know, there's some really good food here. I like fasted, to be honest. I planned my whole day out for just to eat here, yeah.
Definitely the food. Everyone loves free food, and it's and just catching up with some old friends and just enjoying the company here.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you enjoyed this event as much as I did. Keep looking out for future events at the Asian American Cultural Center by checking out their website, aacc.rutgers.edu. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm CC Crane, RUTV.
Wow, that looked like a great event. You know, Rutgers is so full of diversity and culture and tradition.
It also looks like Rutgers is full of great food. The food there looked pretty irresistible.
It looked really good.
No, but you're right. You know, there's
Yeah.
just so many different kinds of people at Rutgers. You know, you should really just talk to people,
Yeah, you
learn
should-
about their culture.
Exactly, get to know people. It makes you a more well-rounded person. And
Or
you can
go
learn
to
something
open
new.
houses like that. You know,
Right,
there's always
yeah.
something like that going on. So,
Right.
you know, take a little time out of your day.
Yeah.
If you have free time or just are interested to just
Yeah.
learn something new.
Definitely. Well, it's about time to take our first break, but before we go, let's see how much you know.
What Rutgers students self-identify as Asian?
We'll find out the answer when we get back right after this.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, what percentage of Rutgers students self-identify as Asian?
According to a Rutgers New Brunswick survey, 26% of undergrads self-identify as Asian.
This is wonderful. This is what we were saying before, how Rutgers is so diverse. Most schools, you know, they don't have all different types of people, and I think it's important to interact with anyone.
Yeah, Rutgers is one of the most diverse schools in the country, if not the most diverse.
Yeah, and it's very inclusive, you know, because it makes everyone it's a melting pot. It's like its own little city in itself, and I think it's really great. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now it's time to take a look at the weather. Hopefully, today's beautiful weather lifts your spirits on this Monday morning. The temperature will start in the low 40s but will quickly jump to the 50s by late morning. The high will be 61 this afternoon. It will be sunny with some clouds rolling in during the afternoon. And tonight it will be cloudy and we will have temperatures in the upper 40s.
Tomorrow the weather won't be as nice. It will rain throughout the day and we might even have a thunderstorm. The temperature will be in the 50s with little to no wind. However, the rest of the week will be beautiful. It will be sunny with temperatures in the low 60s. Be sure to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather while you still can, since colder temperatures are in our future. Also, check out RUTV's Weather Watchers on channel 23.1 every 15 minutes and on our social media. See, this is why the weather is just so unpredictable. I'm freezing in the morning, and by midday, I'm sweating. I have to change all the time.
Well, I don't change. I pretty much just wear a flannel every single day.
Yeah, it's smart.
With long pants, and I take my coat with me, and if it gets too warm, I take it off.
Yeah, that's smart to dress in layers. You know, I do dress in layers, but even so, it's just, I think, my boots that really make me warm, you know?
Yeah, the only thing I really changed based on the weather is my, my shoes. So
Yeah.
if it's going to be rainy and murky, I'll put on boots. If not, I'll
Right.
just wear shoes or sneakers. And, I also take an umbrella if it's raining, but I don't have an umbrella right now.
You should invest in an umbrella, Joey.
I have to go to New York tomorrow, so I definitely need to go buy one.
Yeah, maybe that's why you've been sick. You know, you got to stay dry and you got to stay warm and get your sleep. You know, you got to stay hydrated. There's a lot that goes into
These are all things I do not do that I should be doing.
You should. Then you could stay healthier.
So I'm going to go work on myself, and we will be back after this break.
Registering for classes can be quite stressful without preparation. Here are some guidelines to make sure you're set for future semesters. First, become familiar with Course Schedule Planner. There, you can build several preferred schedules and sort through lists of offered classes as well as choosing times and days that work best for you. You can also save schedules that you create, so all that's left to do is register on your specified day. Just go to sims.rutgers.edu/CSP. Still unsure of which classes to take? Stop by any of the academic advising offices on campus to speak with deans and advisors to map out a schedule that's right for you. For all information regarding academic advising and registration, check out sasundergrad.rutgers.edu. It's also on Facebook under SAS Academic Services and on Twitter at SAS Advising, #AreYouPrepared.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Let's check out the news and events we have for you today.
Do you want to be named the best singer at Rutgers and win studio time to professionally produce your own music? If you answered yes, then it is your time to shine. RUPA will be holding their Rutgers Idol event Thursday, November 17th from 8 to 10 p.m. in the Bush Multipurpose Room. For more information on the event, visit rupa.rutgers.edu.
Wow, this is a great event. I've seen other universities do this, and I've never heard of it happening here, and this is really cool.
You know, I think I might have to sit this one out, though, just to give everyone else a fair chance.
Yeah, right. Do you have a majestic voice, Joey?
Very majestic. I don't know if I'm more charismatic than I am majestic or more majestic than I am charismatic.
Well, we'll have to find out. At Rutgers Idol, you should do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in other news, help alleviate the food demands of the holiday season by donating to the Elijah's Promise Soup Kitchen. The Rutgers School of Nursing Student Senate and AAMN will be holding the fundraising event, which will end on November 30th. For more information, visit gofundme.com/GiveTakeProject. No, this is great. Like we were talking about last episode about giving people more than luxuries, because you could give people anything, but having the necessities like food, clothing, it's really important for people.
It's definitely stuff we take for granted.
Yeah,
so it's important to just, give back to the community.
And there's no better time than the holiday season, right?
Yeah, it's time of celebration. Speaking of which, to celebrate our university's revolutionary culture at the 250th birthday celebration last week, the Rutgers United Students Against Sweatshops joined together in support for a minimum wage increase for on-campus workers. The hope is for the university to raise the university minimum wage from $8.38 to $15. It was stated by SAS student Maggie Woodruff in the Daily Targum that this should not be an issue because the university has the funds to do so. The university received a $72 million surplus last year and holds unrestricted reserves of $771 million. There is also the criticism that the university has the means to pay the lead football coach $2 million with an expected bonus of $960,000 each year, but does not provide livable wages for a large variety of workers on campus. According to SAS student Akarshna Permanad, if President Barchi raised the wage, he would be telling workers on this campus that we value their work. How can we be revolutionary without respecting that dignity?
Wow.
I think raising the minimum wage would help a lot of students, especially those who are paying for their own education.
Right, I agree. I think people, the minimum wage, it would be better if it was higher, because then people would get paid for the work they deserve, because there are so many hardworking students. But also on that note, I hope that if they were to raise the minimum wage, they'd still be hiring the same amount of people, so there's not as much competition, so they'd be paying,
Yeah, well, sadly,
more
there's
people.
like most things, there's always a trade-off. If
Right.
you boost one thing, something else is going to go down.
Right, so speaking of trade-offs, there are also trade-offs in technology. Students all over campus are being scammed after fake IRS calls have been bombarding their cell phones. So far, these scammers have accumulated over $5 million, and according to the Daily Targum, Rutgers students have been targeted as well. IRS imposters have been calling students and leaving authoritative voicemails in regard to owing the IRS money, demanding that students send them money in back taxes, Social Security numbers, and wire transfers through Western Union, said Rutgers student Chelsea Berger. It is important for students to realize that these scammers target students because of the financial insecurities that are prevalent among college students. If you receive a call like this, be sure to hang up immediately. Also, learning about the IRS and their financial procedures will help students be less likely to fall into traps like this that often prey on the naivety of young students. So like we were saying before, college students are insecure financially, and this is terrible that people are preying on us when we do not make a huge salary, you know?
I think that's why it's important to pay attention to what you're buying, because, I don't know why you would owe people money if you have no reason to think that.
Yeah. So it's good to be aware of,
exactly.
what your expenses
just
are going
recognize the signs, and then when they call you, you definitely have to ignore them.
Right.
That's all you can do. Even like people that scam you in person, just walk away. Just ignore them.
Right, just walk away. That's so important, because you do not want to be scammed, especially if they're taking money from a lot of people. So don't ignore it.
Yeah. Also, don't ignore your television, because we will be back after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So, Joey, if you had to play a musical instrument, what would it be?
Probably the vuvuzela, because it looks simple enough. Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
It's like those little, they're kind of like flutes, but not really. They have them at those the World Cup soccer tournaments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just go like.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be a very unique instrument. Yeah, if I had to play an instrument, it would probably be a piano. It is pretty typical of people, but, I do like to sing, and it'd be something that'd be nice to be able to make a whole song, without being a cappella.
Maybe we could start a two-part band,
Yeah, we could.
It would definitely have, a niche audience. I don't think there's much of a vuvuzela piano market right now, but maybe we could be, revolutionary. We are Rutgers students, after all.
After all, but speaking of bands, let's check out the Mingus Band with Jen Elizondo.
Today we're visiting Mason Gross for their spring concert, featuring the music of bassist and band leader Charles Mingus. Let's go check it out.
Mason Gross has chosen to focus on Charles Mingus. because it's a very interesting style of music, even though Charles Mingus is actually one of the most phenomenal composers, in my opinion, and a lot of other people who love jazz will say the same thing. His music combines classical and jazz through improvisation as well as avant-garde, and it combines all those musical elements to give each musician who plays the actual music of Charles Mingus an opportunity to be creative in their own individual way. One of the most challenging things is, first of all, getting everybody together to actually rehearse the music. Mason Gross students are some of the busiest students here at Rutgers University, usually taking 20+ credits a semester. So it's very difficult. Some others have obligations outside of school as well, even though it's a requirement to be at every rehearsal. But really getting the music together and rehearsed for the upcoming concert. And what's very interesting about the Mingus Ensemble here at Rutgers is that we're one of the ensembles that gets the fewest time to rehearse. So we may have maybe 2 or 3 or at max 4 rehearsals before the concert, unlike many other ensembles which they'll have close to almost 20. The rewarding part, just making music. And like I said earlier, this particular ensemble really gives each musician an opportunity to be creative. My favorite repertoire with these Charles Mingus concerts are all of his ballads. And a ballad is really, going back to the roots, is a song that you sing, very, very slow tempo. And Charles Mingus is really famous for writing some of these most beautiful ballads that if you're not a performer, it's very hard to explain, but it's really in that moment that gives them an opportunity to just be expressive and just play all that they have from what I really believe from their heart and from their soul when they're playing in front of the audience. It's awesome. And one of the ballads, again, is called Diane. And like I said, it's just one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. As far as the jazz portion, it's really just playing the music and really learning and studying the tradition behind all the music we play here.
I hope you enjoyed listening to the music of the great Charles Mingus as much as I did. Be sure to check out more of what Mason Gross has to offer. I'm Jenna Lozando, RUTV.
Wow, that event looked really awesome, really jazzy.
It's very inspiring.
It is inspiring. You know, Mason Gross is always doing such great things. They have great shows, they have great bands.
They have great filmmakers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and I love it because I took theater appreciation last semester, and it was a great thing because we got to see all of what Mason Gross was doing and all the different shows, and it was great to stay involved.
Yeah, there are a lot of great performances around Rutgers, and even not through Mason Gross, just in general. You know, definitely check out some of the musicals they have going on periodically throughout the year because it's some good stuff.
It is some good stuff.
I'm actually going to go look at the schedule of plays and musicals for the rest of the semester, so we will be back after this break.
The financial aid process for the 2017-2018 school year is changing. For the first time, federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, can be filed starting October 1st, 2016. If you plan to attend college from July 1st, 2017 to June 30th, 2018, you should submit the FAFSA by June 30th, 2017. In order to apply for FAFSA, students and parents need to create a FAFSA ID. Note that both the student and the parent should each have their own unique FAFSA ID. For more information on this year's changes, please visit financialaid.rutgers.edu.
Diversity is one of our greatest strengths here at Rutgers, so we asked some Scarlet Knights their opinions on diversity.
In one word, diversity means to me inclusion.
Unity.
Possibilities.
Differences.
Diversity is important to me because it allows different people to voice their ideas, even though it might not be accepted by the common person.
Diversity allows us to be individuals and to express ourselves in our own unique ways.
It just gives you better opportunities for different experiences.
If you engage with different things, you're just going to get a new perspective that might be better and help you understand yourself.
Rutgers is so diverse because everyone comes from different backgrounds, both cultural and socioeconomic.
The future is promising as long as they allow that future to progress.
I would argue Rutgers is the leading university in the Big Ten when it comes to not only its diverse student population, but the ways in which its diverse student population express themselves. So when students come here, we more or less say to them, we'll accept you for who you are. And then we also say to them, but we expect you to accept others.
At Rutgers, we are diverse. For more information, visit oidi.rutgers.edu. For RUTV, I'm Darius Still.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So, you know, we were just talking about musicals, and I'm really looking forward to going to the city sometime soon because I think it's the perfect time to go see other musicals. So instead, we could see Mason Gross, and then we also have the city right next door. We can go to see Broadway.
Or we could go pretty much to any smaller town. They
Oh,
usually
yeah,
have local
that's true.
theaters, you
Yeah.
know, for if that city life is too much
Yeah.
for us little folk,
Yeah.
which it might be.
It might be, but you know, it's good to get out there and check it out because
Yeah.
the train ride, it's very easy to get there. And it's just something I like to do this time of year. 'Cause
Exactly.
it's chilly.
Gives me a sense of adventure.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun, especially going to like Central Park and
Yeah.
seeing Times Square.
And
It's
even
a
like
good
the
time.
pizza in New York is just
Oh,
delicious.
yeah, it is good. I haven't been there probably since last year.
You're
which
deprived.
Is, yeah, I am deprived.
I go there
so.
like 2 to 3 times a week for
Yeah.
various reasons.
Yeah, well, you're lucky. You're living the
yeah.
life. That's the life.
I mean, yes, except for my wallet. You know, any
Yeah. Oh,
dollar
yeah, it
I
is.
earn there goes to transportation.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Mm.
But, you know, if you don't want to travel to the city to go see a show, why don't you stay in your dorm and watch one on RUTV? So let's check out what's playing with Chloe Cooper.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's on RUTV. I'm your host, Chloe Cooper, and I'm here to let you know about all the great movies we have playing on RUTV for the month of November. The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel is a 2011 film about 7 friends who all decide to travel to India for various reasons. They decide to stay in a retirement hotel based on the pictures they saw on the website. But of course, the hotel is not at all what they expected. Way less luxurious than the website led on, the Marigold Hotel begins to charm the retirees in unexpected ways, changing all their lives forever.
Come and spend your autumn years in an Indian palace.
This is the day.
It's a luxury development where all the residents are in their golden years.
Like the coast of Florida?
Yeah, but with more elephants.
Flight 247 to Delhi is boarding now.
Would you like some of this? I believe it's called aloo ka paratha.
Now, if I can't pronounce it, I don't want to eat it.
Is this your first time in India?
Yes. Do you think we'll be all right?
It's going to be extraordinary.
Welcome to the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Be sure to check out the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel on channel 27.1. Students should also be aware that RUTV is participating in a 1-year pilot program with HBO, Cinemax, and Encore to bring the newest and most popular movies to Rutgers students. Head to channel 3.1 for HBO, 3.2 for HBO 2, 6.1 for HBO S, 6.2 for Cinemax, 8.1 for Encore, and 8.2 for Encore C. For more information about all things playing on RUTV, head to rutv.rutgers.edu or follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. For What's on RUTV, I'm Chloe Cooper.
Wow, that looks like such a good movie. Even though it's newer, I have never heard of it.
It looks very lighthearted.
It does look lighthearted. It looks like one of those movies that makes you laugh, makes you cry.
It becomes a part of you after a while. You know?
It does.
You quote it.
Yeah,
Soon you don't even have conversations. You just start speaking in the quotes.
And yeah, I love those kind of movies because I think, you know, those are the most moving movies where it can make you laugh and it can make you cry. I think those are my favorite type of movies, right?
Well, movies are just an escape from the real
It
world,
is,
so that's
yeah.
ideally what you want to get out of watching a movie.
And I like when it's lighthearted because then it does make you escape reality. Because if you're having a bad day, the last thing you want to do is watch some sad movie that makes you cry, you know? And so, no, I think it's good, especially if there's a little comedy in it. And we were reading some reviews of it before, and there were a lot of positive reviews on that movie. So, yeah.
The people have spoken.
Yeah, the people have spoken. So that's a movie we should definitely check out. I'll definitely keep that in my mind to watch sometime this week. Maybe not too much because, you know, the weather's supposed to be nice, so I don't want to stay inside.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode.
This week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers.
Don't forget to tune in this Thursday with hosts Kim Baller and Maciel Torres.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm Olivia Cruiser.
And I'm Joey Lupo. Have a fantastic day, Rutgers. We'll see you next week.